Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today we are going to be checking out the Realmgore Ritualist, the new Khorne Priestess. Games Workshop gave me this model early, as well as a PDF of the battle tome so I could look through it and check it out. I will be doing the video where you'll get to see me assemble her from start to finish, and then we'll have a nice look at her at the end. But while I'm doing so, I'll be reading out her Warscroll. So we can see what she does, as well as all of the Khorne chants, because she's a priestess, so we can see in full what she has the capability of doing, perhaps. I hope you enjoy. Alright, as I'm showing you from breaking it open all the way to full assembly, let's read the Warscroll. She has 5 wounds, 5-inch movement, which is quite standard for a hero, 5 save, which isn't so great for a hero, 8 bravery, but I mean, she's Khorne. It's alright if she dies, really. She has only 1 weapon, which is a ritual dagger, and 1-inch range, 1 attack, so that's not very good. But 3+ to hit, 3+ to wound, rend -2, then d6 damage. She can only hit with the 1 attacks, but if she succeeds, that could be a significant amount of damage for such a little model. But on the other hand, it's 1 attack. So 1 to 6 damage is, possible. She has Desecrating Blood Runes. Once per battle, at the end of your movement phase, you can pick 1 objective or terrain feature within 3 inches of this unit and say that it has been marked with Desecrating Blood Runes. If you do so, until the end of the battle, add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made with melee weapons by friendly Bloodbound units while they are wholly within 8 inches of that objective or terrain feature, which is quite nice. Add 1 to hit rolls for attacks, that's great. So you just have to be savvy of where you want her to go, and probably in amongst the bloodbound units that she's helping out. Ooh, objective, that's powerful. That's pretty great. Okay, so she's probably going to be doing some running early game, but then Khorne, what else would Khorne be doing? Okay, Blood Hex. Blood Hex is a prayer that has an answer value of 4 and has a range of 16 inches. If answered, pick 1 enemy unit within range and visible to the chanter until the start of your next hero phase. Subtract 1 from the attacks characteristic of that unit's melee weapons to a minimum of 1. So I think this is a great model. She costs 100 points for a unit. So you have to let me know, for anyone who's very familiar with playing Khorne. Of course, all of this is going to be brand new with a new book, but let me know what you think of it. I think she's great. I'm going to be trying her out after I got her painted. And she's a priest, so let's have a look at the chants that she has the possibility of using. Blood Sacrifice is the first one. Blood Sacrifice is a prayer that has an answer value of 4 and range of 8. If answered, so for those less familiar, still getting into Age of Sigmar, an answer value of 4 would mean that she has, when you roll a dice, she has a 50% chance of succeeding. 1, 2, and 3 fail, and the 4, 5, 6 succeed. Okay. Blood Sacrifice is a prayer that has an answer value of 4 and a range of 8 inches. If answered, pick 1 friendly Blades of Khorne unit wholly within range, being 8 inches, and visible to the chanter. That unit suffers D3 mortal wounds, and you receive 1 bloodtith point. And remember, the bloodtith points will start doing all sorts of different things, like summoning demons, so that's always nice. That's actually a really nice prayer. Range of 8, but you're Khorne, you want to get up close anyway, and of course it's 8, because Khorne likes 8. If answered, pick 1 friendly, wholly within range, visible to the unit suffers D3 mortal wounds unit. So that's a great prayer. Next is Bloodbind. Bloodbind is a prayer that has an answer value of 3 and a range of 16 inches, so easier to get, better range. If answered, pick 1 enemy unit within range, visible to the chanter, and more than 3 inches from all friendly units. Your opponent must make a move up to 8 inches with that unit. Must make a move up to 8 inches, that's interesting. All of the models in that unit must finish that move as close as possible to the chanter and can finish that move within 3 inches of units in your army. That's really cool, actually. It forces your opponent to move their guys out of the position that they put them in towards your Khorne models. I really like that. That's cool. I like that a lot. Okay, Bronzed Flesh. Bronzed Flesh is a prayer that has an answer value of 3 and a range of 16 inches. If answered, pick 1 friendly Blades of Khorne unit wholly within range and visible to the chanter. Add 1 to save rolls for attacks that target that unit until the start of your next hero phase. If answered, pick 1 wholly within range. Add 1 to save rolls for attacks that target that unit. Okay. Nice. I'm not certain I would generally use that because, you know, my Bloodtith points, unless Bloodtith has changed with this new book. I'll have to read through it for I haven't read through the whole book yet. Okay, Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is a prayer that has an answer value. Oh, right, and this book is coming out next week. Next Saturday, 1 week from today. Okay, Killer Instinct is a prayer that has an answer value of 3 and a range of 16 inches. If answered, pick 1 friendly Blades of Khorne unit wholly within range, visible to the chanter, and more than 3 inches from all enemy units. That unit can make a normal move. Okay, so let's read that again. If answered, pick 1 friendly Blades of Khorne unit wholly within 16 inches, more than 3 inches above, can make normal moves. That's always nice. Alright, on anything to get your Khorne models closer to the enemy sounds great to me. Okay, next is Unholy Flames. Unholy Flames is a prayer that has an answer value of 4 and a range of 16 inches. If answered, pick 1 friendly Blades of Khorne unit wholly within range and visible to the chanter until the start of your next hero phase. Improve the rend characteristic of that unit's melee weapons by 1. That is super nice. Things that have a 5+ save or a 6+ save would be super vicious on. They would, well, it's just really, it's really nice. I like improving rend. Witchbane Curse. Witchbane Curse is a prayer that has an answer value of 4. If answered, pick 1 enemy wizard unit visible to the chanter until the start of your next hero phase. Subtract 1 from casting rolls made for that unit. In addition, until the start of your next hero phase, each time that unit attempts to cast a spell and that spell is not successfully cast, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. That's a great curse. Really messes up that wizard if they have a very important wizard. I'm not certain which one is my favorite. Just instinctively, I really like the Bloodbound, just because it messes up where your opponent wanted to put their miniatures, which is, it gets in their opponent's head, messes up their plans. I like messing up a person's plans. It's not very nice, but it's very useful. And it gets your models closer to the unit that you need to take out prior to your models charging. So I find that really helpful. And it has an answer value of 3, so it's easier to pull off. It has a range of 16. That's pretty good. I like it. But you should let me know if you were able to listen through with me which one you really like the best and why. I like this model. I like the fact that there's a Khorne lady. She's got so much skulls on her. I think I would have rather seen her face more, but I like her. Now, it might be a bit difficult to paint her just as she is all together, so I'd probably keep her off her base to give you some more leeway to get your model in there. And then for those who are more particular, then I would also suggest keeping off her arms, and then you can glue them on after, since they attached at the shoulder and their attachment wouldn't be too bad. Her clothing ends at the shoulder as well. I think I'll be fine painting her just like this though. Overall, I definitely like her as a model. And that's it. Other than the fact that you have to be incredibly careful when you're cleaning up, particularly with this staff. I can certainly see this staff being something that you might accidentally break as you're trying to clean it up, or if you are not careful when you're cutting it off of the mold. So you want to be careful there. Everything goes together very smoothly. You can tell exactly where it is. As you saw, I decided not to follow the instructions completely, and I wanted to build her entirely before attaching her to the base. I don't know if you noticed, but her foot is part of the base. So if you wanted to put her on something else, then you'll have to remold the first part of her foot, or I don't know, stick it down, make it look that she's stuck down in mud or something like that, because her front half of her left foot is actually part of the base itself. Alright, that's me. Thanks for watching. If you had any questions that I didn't cover in the video, you should comment below, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye! As always, thank you to the patrons who support this channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a fantastic day and week and year and so on. You're the best. You know what this altar is for? It's for making blood effects that pour down the altar. That is what that is for. It's very random that she just happens to be on it. But that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be totally making it so that there's blood pouring off of this. With my little Uhu glue trick. I guess this would be an appropriate one to put in the description. I'm going to put the link to the little Uhu glue blood effects video that I did in the description if you want to make your Khorne models even more gruesome. Because why not? It's Khorne. Where else would you be able to do that more accurately, more appropriately than the Blood for the Blood God followers? Oh yeah. Okay, bye.